This conference will now be recorded.
Yes. So in the previous class, just discussed about right exactly what is the meaning of full stack, guys. What is the meaning of full stack? In that one, what is the front end? What is the back end? Right? Who is called a front end developer, back end developer, full stack developer, and what are their roles? These all are clear in the previous class, right? Now, while discussing the full stack, come to know where do we use the UI as part of the full stack, right? We come to know already. Now, let's start the front end part, guys. We'll start the UI. We start the UI, guys. UI, right? UI. So, UI stands for which one? User user interface, guys. User interface. UI stands for user interface. Okay, user interface means the front end of the website, guys. Front end of the website which is facing to user side. So whatever we see, that all colors, styles, that images, that videos, audios, right? Whatever visible on the browser, they all part of which one? Front end. That's what we develop by using our UI, guys. That's what we develop by using our UI, right? So UI stands for user interface. User interface. So in this one, right? We'll try to discuss here HTML, then CSS, then right? Bootstrap, guys. Bootstrap, then JavaScript, right? JavaScript, then right? jQuery, guys. Okay, jQuery. We'll try to cover minimum these things in our which one in part of our UI classes. And if possible, at the last we'll see something about DOM also, guys. We'll see something, one of the examples about DOM also. DOM actually will come in the JavaScript itself only. JavaScript itself only, guys. Okay. Yes. So now, right, we'll cover this file as part of JavaScript only, and jQuery will try to make it a DOM. Right. Now here, each one has its own functionality, guys. Each one has its own functionality. Now we'll cover all one by one. Right. So first of all, I'll give the overview about this file, guys. First of all, I'll give you overview about this file. Then we start individually one by one. Just overview, guys. Okay. Yes. So first of all, what is there here? HTML, right? HTML, guys. So in HTML is a language, guys. HTML is a language. HTML is a language. A language which contains tags, guys. Which contains tags and attributes mainly. Tags and attributes, guys. Tags and attributes. What are the tags? What are the attributes that we see very clearly? So I think that first of all, HTML is a language, and why this language is used? Why this language is used? It means by using these tags and attributes, what do we do? What do we do? We create, guys. We create the structure of the page. Structure, guys. Structure of the which one? The structure of the web page. Okay, web page, guys. Structure of the web page. Structure of the web page means suppose in our page so how it should display, right? For example, guys, observe now. For example, all of you observe. Yes, suppose imagine here, this is our page, guys. It's our page. Okay, it's our page. In that page, so first of all, I want some title like this. All of you observe. All of you, please mute the mic. Shashgiri sir, please mute the mic. Yes. Yes, guys, right. So first of all, I want a title like this. Then later, I want one photo like this. One photo, for example, guys, one photo like this. And I wanted some content here. I wanted some content in this part. Again, I want display some titles here. Some titles. Okay. And at the end, I want display one video like this here. I want display one video. I want display our second video like this. Means the structure, guys. What structure you want on the web page? The structure decided by whom? Decided by the HTML, guys. The structure is decided by whom? By the HTML, right? HTML. For example, let's take the YouTube, okay? YouTube, guys, okay? Now all of you observe. Yes, let's take the YouTube. Any website, guys, any website. Yes. So in this one now, now all of you observe. Yes, all of you observe. See here, the structure also decided by which one, guys? By the HTML only. The structure means see, actually this is the complete web page, guys. Right? This is the complete web page like this. Okay. In this web page, first of all, in this corner, I want display which one? Like some three lines, some icon like this here. Then I want display which one? One search box here. Then I want display one underline here. All observe now. One underline here. Then one mic symbol I want display here. This all. Okay. And next one on the left side, I want some kind of a row here, a column here. In this column, I'm making some partitions. This one part, this second part like this, and right here, right one underline is there. All observe now. Here one right horizontal line is there. Horizontal line is there, and again here one more horizontal line is there. And between these two horizontal lines, we have displayed some kind of buttons here. Then next one, we displayed right some rows. Suppose first row. In the first row, I want only 4 columns. Means 4 videos, like one video, then second video, then third video, like a fourth video, like this, guys. The structure means the main structure decided by which one? Decided by the HTML only. And what to display? The colors, the borders, the titles. These all, guys, are not by the HTML, not by the HTML. The HTML only skeleton, guys. The skeleton, the structure of the website only. The skeleton or the structure of the web page. All of right. Okay. So the HTML is a language which contains the tags and the attributes. By using these tags and attributes, what do? We decide the structure of the web page. Now we have the structure, right? As per our requirement, now my structure is there. Only structure is there. Only the structure is there, right? Now on the structure, now I want to give some makeup. I want to give some makeup, like adding the colors, titles, borders, layouts, background colors, front end colors. I want to display text small size or bigger size. Okay, some text I want to display uppercase, some text I want to display lowercase. These all, guys, we can do by using which one? By using the second one is the CSS, guys. CSS. It's also a kind of language. So anyone can tell me now the HTML stands for, guys? HTML stands for anyone? HTML stands for, CSS stands for, all of anyone. HTML stands for, CSS stands for, HTML stands for, yes, hypertext markup language. Correct? Hypertext markup language. And CSS stands for cascading style sheets, guys. Cascading style sheets. Styles, guys. See, the name itself meaning is there. Cascading style sheet. Style. I want to apply the styles. Then you go for the CSS. It's also a language. And here, what do we have in the language, guys? Generally, what do we have? We have the styles, guys. We have the styles. By using styles, what we do? Yes, we will add some kind of makeup, guys. Just I'm giving one word. Just makeup. Makeup means like borders. All of what is the meaning of makeup here? Makeup means like like borders, colors, background colors, front end colors, text colors, right? Adding these all, guys. Border radius, or adding the shadows, shadow for the text, a different kind of different format of the text, like cursive style, like that. This is all done by whom? Done by the which one? CSS, guys. Just I am giving only one word, makeup. Makeup means imagine. This is all, right? Adding the makeup. Now, what is the Bootstrap, guys? What is the Bootstrap? Bootstrap is not a language, it's a framework, guys. It's a framework. Bootstrap is a framework. It's a framework. So framework means, what does it mean? Framework means it has the default code, guys. It has the default code. Framework means always default code. Let's take the Django, guys, for example. Django is a framework. Means the Django has a lot of default code. Lot of default code. The same Bootstrap also one framework. So it has a lot of default classes, guys. Lot of default classes, all default classes only. And those classes also, why do we use? It's also, guys, almost for makeup purpose only we use, guys. We use that also for makeup purpose only we use. So here, so we are using the CSS and Bootstrap for almost, for same purpose only, But if you try to add more Bootstrap, then, guys, our website will be more responsive compared to CSS. If you try to add more Bootstrap, then our website will be more responsive, more dynamic, guys, more dynamic, right? Okay, fine. So what is a Bootstrap? Bootstrap is a framework which has a lot of default classes. By using these classes also, what we do, we can do the makeup, guys. Now don't think that sir, both are alternative. We can use either CS or Bootstraps, or no, not like that, guys, not like that. We should use both. Because CS, we can have the lot of options in CSS. Suppose let's take the colors, guys. I want to give the some background. Okay, background colors, background, right? Background colors, guys. I want to give the some kind of background colors, right? Background colors. In that case, the CSS supports a lot of colors, guys. It supports thousands of colors, but Bootstrap has some default colors. Maximum 18 colors are there, guys. Maximum 18 colors are there. Bootstrap default classes. Like in Bootstrap, if we take the success, guys, the default name is there. Right? Success is there. SUCC, right, guys? Yes, something success. Default color, success means green color, guys. The Bootstrap default class name is there. What's class name? Success, nothing but green color. That's all. Like that, there are 8-9 names are there. Those are having the default colors. If you want other than those 8 colors, then you go for which one? CSS, guys. Like that. So both are not alternative. Guys. In a single example, we should use CSS. We should use the Bootstrap. Sir, when do we use CSS? When do we use Bootstrap, sir? Yes, while doing the examples, you come to know when do we use CSS and Bootstrap. Okay, right. Now coming to JavaScript, guys. What is JavaScript here? JavaScript is a again which one? Is a language, guys. It's also a language. Then what is the use of this language? Now all of you observe. So yes, now all of you observe. Suppose this is the website, guys, right? This is the right web page. By using HTML, right? By using HTML, what happened here? HTML, the structure decided. Later, by using the CSS Bootstrap, then what happened here? The dynamic nature, guys. The styles are all added. Now the user is there, right? And the user should interact with the website, right, guys? The user should use the website, maybe adding the data or click the any buttons. Okay, the user must have the interaction. This interaction, guys, the dynamic interaction developed by which one? JavaScript. All of right. Okay. So here what we do, read the script, guys. Read the script here, and why this one? To implement, to provide which one? Dynamic interaction, guys. Dynamic interaction with the website, with the page, guys, to provide a dynamic interaction with the page. So as a user, we should use the web page, right? We should use this page. We should interact with the page. For that one, we use language, JavaScript language, and here The jQuery is the, again, it's a framework, guys. It's a framework. It's a framework. Okay, here also what we do, we read the some kind of script only, and here, guys, here, you know, we'll add we'll add more we'll add more for this dynamic interaction, guys. We'll provide more functionality here in the jQuery. So here by default, what are there? Like events will be there, guys. By default, events will be there. Events, guys. Events will be there. What are the events that we'll see, guys? When the jQuery comes, we'll see. These events provide more functionality for this which one dynamic nature, for this dynamic nature, guys. These events will provide, right? Okay, it's also for almost same purpose, guys. It's also for almost same purpose only. Now all of you observe, have seen now. So first one, HTML. The HTML, what we do, we can decide the structure. On the structure we should add makeup. Then what we use, CSS bootstrap combination, right? And now we have the complete page, guys. Now we have the complete page, right? Now we have the complete page. So here structure is there, and the structure, now the makeup is done. We have the complete page now. Suppose, guys, without makeup, how the structure will be? Is it look good or not? For example, guys, I'll show you guys. Observe here. Yes, let us see now with the CSS, without CSS, guys. The HTML page with the CSS, without CSS, how it will be like this? HTML and CSS, some funny images, guys. Yes. Now all of you observe, guys. Here you can see now. You can see with the CSS, without CSS, guys. Yes. Alright, guys. Some fun examples only. Yes. Now all of you observe. Here. Yes, guys. You can observe right here. See, it's going to be very clear, right? It's very clear, guys. Now. So what's the point here? The same, right? The same goal here with HTML only, right? For the same goal, if you add the makeup, means which one? CSS, guys. Then see how she looks like. All of clear, right? Okay, the same person, guys. The same person without makeup, with the makeup, means without CSS, with the CSS here, right? With the CSS. Okay. Now take anyone, guys. Suppose let's take here, right? Yes, guys, we can take here. All of you can see here, this all, guys, right? Funny pictures. Yes. Now you can see again here. Now all of you observe here. Yes, guys. Okay. Right. See the same girl, right? With only HTML, right? After applying CSS, see how she looks like. All of, right? Can you observe here? The girl with only HTML means what is the meaning here? Just a person is there, means only that person is there. The structure, guys, only structure is there. On the structure, now what you are doing here, you're applying the which one? Applying the CSS, guys. Then the same girl looks like C, right? Like that. So lot of, right, fun images are there, guys. Okay, right, fun images are there. Yes, now you can see here, guys. Yes, now it gives a very clear picture, right? See here the border with only structure, guys, right? Only structure that border. But for the same one, I'm adding the colors here with colors, guys. So we're taking the CSS, both, guys, CSS and bootstrap. Okay, so HTML, that with CSS, right? With CSS, right? You can see, guys, here. You can see it now, right? Okay. So here, right? What is there here? Combination of HTML, CSS is there. Still, what they want here? HTML wants which one? Bootstrap, guys, right? All of you observe, the bootstrap has the HTML has already CSS. Already CSS is there, but still the HTML required which one? Bootstrap, guys. Right, like this. Fine, guys. Observe here. Okay, observe, guys. All right, you can observe here. like this. Lot of guys, lot of fun things are there. See, you can see, right? All of you observe now. All of you observe, right? So HTML, that one, CSS, guys. Okay, CSS. Right now, all of you observe here. Yes. Now, so all of you observe, right? See, this is the only HTML, right? Then what is there here, guys? Only skeleton is there. Means only structure is there, right? Only structure, guys. See, the HTML only for structure. It's called structure layer, right? Structure layer. Then what do we have generally? That head is there, that body is there. In HTML, guys, the main thing is which one? The main thing is head and body. All of you remember this point. Head and body. So structure is there. The same structure and the same structure now. If you apply the which one? CSS, guys. Then see the same skeleton. The same skeleton now have which one? Shutter font, guys. Okay. So appearance and look, guys. Appearance look adding. For HTML, if we add CSS, then appearance look good, very good, guys. Appearance presentation look very good. That's why. So for every HTML, minimum CSS required, guys. Minimum makeup required, right? For every HTML, we require minimum makeup, guys. Right? See, we required minimum makeup. Otherwise, with only HTML, guys, we cannot see the page. We cannot see it, right, guys? Even we cannot see that page also when if you don't have the minimum CSS, right? If you don't have minimum CSS, we cannot see the page, guys. Now all of you are clear the relation between HTML and CSS, guys. All of clear, right? The relation between HTML and CSS, right? Fine, guys. Okay, that's fine. That is the HTML. So HTML is which one, guys? Structural layer. This is the presentation layer, guys. This is the interaction layer. Okay, so structural layer, then presentation layer and the interaction layer, guys. Interaction layer. So totally here we have three layers. All of what's first one? Structural layer, then presentation layer, then interaction layer. Interaction means so we should always work with that web page, right? We have to interact with the web page. That is what, guys, we call which one? Interaction layer. Okay. Now I hope, guys, you got the clarity, the basic view about this all, guys. All of clear, right? The basic view I am asking. All of you are clear. The basic view of what is HTML, what is CSS, what is Bootstrap, what is JavaScript, or jQuery. So you can say that for CSS, Bootstrap is the framework, and for JavaScript, jQuery is the framework, right? See the language framework combination, guys. Language framework combination always must require. That's why for Python also, what's Python is a language. What's the framework here? Django is the framework, guys, right? For every language required the framework combination compulsorily. For every language, see here, CSS language has a Django framework, which one? A Bootstrap framework. The JavaScript language has a again jQuery framework. Like Python language has a Django framework, guys. Django framework. For every language, almost we need a which one? The framework combination compulsorily. Okay. Right now we'll start the HTML, guys. We'll start now HTML. We'll start now one by one, guys. HTML. So what we do, guys, here with see we'll discuss HTML CSS parallel, guys. Means the same example. First what we do, we'll create a structural. On the structure I add the which one? I add the this presentation, guys, like that. So the structure plus presentation will see both parallelly, right? Both parallelly. In a single example, guys, first what do? I create structure. On the structure, then I will apply the which one? Appearance, guys. Appearance means this presentation but I apply. Like that, we'll do examples. Suppose if we discuss only HTML first of all, HTML, right? Suppose HTML, let's take for example 10 days. For example, guys, I am saying 10 days, right? Only HTML. Which one? On HTML, I am discussing first of all 10 days. Next again, now we're working with CSS Bootstrap. At the time also again what required? Again HTML required, right? Again the same program we have to repeat again here, because without HTML we can't use the CSS Bootstrap, guys. HTML must present the structure must required. If structure is there, then we can add the appearance. If the person is there, you can add the makeup. Person is not there, right? Then how to add the makeup? Where to add the makeup, right? No, that's why. So again, now we have to repeat the HTML same examples again to apply the CSS Bootstrap. It will take minimum again, guys. It will take suppose 10 days time again. Again, how many days? 10 days, guys. So that's why what we do, we'll do both at a time, guys. We'll do both at a time so that it's very easy to understand and also get the more interest also. That's why, so parallel what we do, we'll discuss this structural layer and presentation layer, guys. Presentation layer, it may be 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So number of days not important, but we try to cover more, guys. We try to cover more. So these are the things, guys. These are the things on top of these things, in very, very advanced level, like Angular JS, then Ajax, these all will come, guys. Okay. So these are the things required actually for the page. But on top of these, in advanced level, other things will be there. Okay. Right. Now let's start the HTML, guys. Let's start the HTML. We'll start the HTML. Now all of you observe. And one more thing, guys. One more thing. To work with HTML, to work with the CSS, to work with these two guys, we don't require to install any software. I'm talking about HTML language and CSS language. To work with these things, we don't need any kind of software. We don't need any kind of support also from the any links. We don't need directly. We can write anywhere HTML, CSS, guys, without installing anything. When it comes to the Bootstrap, it's a framework, right, guys? It's a framework. Then we have to install the Bootstrap. Or should use some lines, supporting lines are there. We should use those lines in our project. Same in case of JavaScript, jQuery, we should add some external links to work with those things in our project. Okay, right. Now, first of all, I am going with HTML. That HTML. So guys, here now HTML stands for that we know, right? Which one, guys? Here hyper, right? Hypertext, right? Markup, guys, right? Markup language, hypertext markup language, guys. Hypertext markup language. All of right. So why HTML is required, guys? Tell me now. Why it is required, right? Why it is required? Now all of you observe. So it is required HTML. See, HTML contains which one? Tags and attributes, guys. Tags and attributes. Okay. Then what we do by using tags and attributes, guys? What we do by using tags and attributes, right? So means HTML, guys. HTML decides the structure, guys. The structure, right? The structure of a web page, right? Structure of a page, guys. Structure of a page. All of clear, right? So HTML decides the structure of the web page. Structure of the web page, guys. All of right? Okay. Yes. So in HTML, what do we have, guys? Only the tags and the attributes only. Only the tags and the attributes only, guys. Only attributes only. Okay. Fine. Then so guys, here let us see now when HTML is developed, right? Guys, just a few minutes about HTML history, guys. HTML history, just 2 minutes only. So when it is developed, right? Who it is developed like this? Okay. The HTML was developed by all of observe now. HTML was developed, or you can say that created, guys. Created by whom? Anyone knows, guys? Anyone knows? By Tim, right? Berners, guys. Tim Berners, right? Berners-Lee. Berners-Lee, and Robert, guys, and Robert. In which year? In which year? In 1989, guys. 1989. All of right. And the latest version is HTML5, guys. Latest version is HTML5. And one more thing, actually, see, not only in HTML, in Python, anywhere. See, in the olden days, in previous years, like 10 years ago, the interviews were like, who is the father of the CSS, father of the C, father of the C++, father of Java, father of Python, father of HTML, like that questions. And when the Python started, when HTML started, in which year they created, those all are the old style interview, guys, old style interview. But nowadays in interviews, they're not asking the father, the birthplace, when it is born. No, the interview changes a lot of things nowadays, guys. Okay, so just I'm giving here for awareness purpose. Okay, but these are not useful as point of interview nowadays. Because nobody has that type of that much time to ask you these are basic questions. Because guys, here once you get the job, we never write these names, right? Once you get the job, while doing project, we never write this person names, when they born, the latest version. Well, we don't need these things. Then why to ask in the interview? All of right. Nowadays, the interview people does not have that much time to ask this silly things. Maybe any language, guys. But in college days, right, general, our faculty say that very important, very important. Okay, it's important only, but guys, I am talking as point of interviews. These all are not valid questions nowadays. If you learn, if you understand, if you remember, always good, guys. But I'm saying that how the interviews are there. Data straight questions, guys. Data straight questions, and straight task is giving. If you do it, if you are capable of doing those things, yes, you are selected. That's all. Okay. Yes. So HTML was created by which one? Team Berners-Lee and Robert in 1989, and latest version is HTML5, guys. Latest version is HTML5. Okay, HTML5. Yes. Now I am saying that here HTML contains tags and attributes, right? Tags and attributes. So what are the tags and what are the attributes, guys? Okay, let us see now one by one. What is HTML tags? First of all, we see the tags, guys. What is the HTML tag or tags, and what it indicates, guys? What it indicates? All of you observe clearly. The HTML tags, guys. HTML tags. Okay. So here the tags are used. Tags, guys. Tags are used to mark up, right? To mark, guys. To mark up. To mark up, right? To mark up the start of an HTML element, guys. An HTML element. HTML element, right? I'll tell you what is this one. Okay, the tags are used to mark up the start of an element, guys. The start of an element. What does it mean? Suppose, guys, I want display like welcome to Narayana Tech House, guys. I want display this thing on my browser as a title. This is my element, right? This is my element. This is what I want display. Now whatever you want display on the browser, then that content must be between the tags, guys. Between the tags, whatever you want display on the browser, that must be in the tags only, right? Then so guys, here I'm going to use a tag like a h1 tag like this, guys. H1 tag. Then at the end I have to close the h1 tag like this. H1 tag. I'll tell you what is h1 tag. Okay, now all of you observe. Now this is what, guys, I want to display on the browser. But whatever you want to display on the browser, that must be taken between the tags. This is the opening tag, this is the closing tag, guys. Closing tag. This is the opening tag and closing tag. Okay, opening and which one? Opening and closing tag, guys. Closing tag. All of right. So what's the tag here? So tags are used, guys. Tags are used, okay, to work with content, to work with content like this. So what's the tag here? This is called first opening tag is there, and here closing tag is there, guys. Closing tag, and the tags we take in the inside the, suppose here h1 is the tag. H1 is the tag. The tag where between the angular brackets, guys. Between the angular, right? See here, these two are the angular brackets, right? And between the angular brackets, we are taking the tag. So h1 is opening tag, slash h1 is the closing tag, guys, right? So here, what is h1? See h1, like guys, we have some types are there, like a h1 tag, h2 tag, h3 tag, h4 tag, h5 tag, h6 tags, guys. So these 6 tags are called header tags, guys. Header tags. Okay, header tags. Header tags. So if you use that, see, I can use here h1, I can use here h2, I can use here h3, I can use here h4, h5, h6, like this. Suppose if I use the h1, guys, for example, I'm giving an example, observe here. If I use h1, then you know how it displays. Suppose I take one name, guys, only name. I take the name like this, guys. That is h1 tag. That's the h1 tag. If I use the h2, then guys, the size will decrease a little bit. The size will decrease, guys. The size will decrease like this. See now, right? Narayana, like this, guys. See, size decreased. If I use the h3, still size will decrease, guys. h3 like Narayana, like this. If I use the h4, still size will decrease. h4, guys, okay, like Narayana, like this. If I use the h5, size still decrease more, guys, okay, decrease more like this, h5 like this. If I hit 6, then again still more, very less, guys, very less size, like Narayana, like this, guys. Observe now. All of it. This is the for h1 tag. This is the for h2 tag. This is for h3 tag. Okay, this is for h4 tag. h4 tag. This is for h5 tag, and this is for h6, guys. Like this we use h1 or h2. So in the opening tag, what is there? In the opening tag, whatever it is there, the closing also must be same, guys. Suppose opening is the h1, opening h1, right? The ending must be, the closing must be h1 only, h1 only. We should not take h2 closing or h3 closing or h4 closing. No, not like that, guys. In the opening tag, whatever the opening tag is there, the same must be the closing tag also. It may be anyone, either h1 or h2. If the opening tag is h2, then here take the h2 only. If open tag is h3, then we take the closing also h3 only. If opening is h4, then closing also h4 only, like this, guys. All of it. Now, are clear now? What is tag? What is tag? What is tag here? The tags, right? Between the tags, what to take here? We take the content, guys. We take the content. And you know, in run the program, in run the project, the HTML engine will ignore the tags, guys. Will ignore the tags. The HTML engine will ignore the tags, and it will take the only content and display on the browser, guys. Display on the browser. That's all. Now, all of clear, right? All of clear. So when see the tags we use while writing the program only. While writing the program only. Once writing program over, I run the program, I run the project. While project is running, you know, the the HTML engine will ignore the tags and it take the only content only. The content will take to the browser, guys. Will take to the browser, because the output of HTML, guys. See the output of R, the result of HTML will display where? Will display on the browser only. Will display on the browser, guys. All of right. Result of HTML programs, will display on where? Display on the browser only. Display on the browser, guys. This is about the introduction to tags. Introduction. See how many tags are there? Lot of tags are there, guys. No limit. Lot of tags are there. So here, this is called which one? This is called, guys, right, opening tag. Okay, opening tag, guys. Opening tag. It's the opening tag. Okay, then I take the same with slash guys, h1. This is called which one? Closing guys. Okay, closing tag. It's called closing tag guys. Opening tag and closing tag. The content almost guys, almost for every opening tag we have the closing tag guys. Not for all the tags. 99% tags are having the opening and closing guys. Opening and closing. There are some tags are there like suppose let's take suppose img tag guys. Img tag for image purpose. No closing tag. No closing guys. Suppose for a tag is there for anchor tag to give the hyperlinks. Here also no closing tag. Take the break guys for break. No closing tag. Take the HR horizontal line. At horizontal line. At HR horizontal line. No closing tag. No closing tag. Take the input. Take the input tag. No closing tag. Like that guys, there are some tags are there which are having only one tag. No closing tag. But mostly all tags are having the closing and opening. Very few tags are having only opening only. No closing guys. No closing. All of clear, right? All of clear. So how much percentage guys? How much percentage? Around 95% guys. Around we are not sure, but around guys, approximately 95% tags. Okay, tags. Okay, tags are having which one? Are having yes, are having opening and closing guys. Closing tags. Closing, right? Closing. But around guys 5% or below 5% only tags are having only which one? Are having only opening guys, only opening tag. Only you can say that opening only guys, only opening like this guys. Okay, so it's about the guys introduction to HTML tags, right? We'll see a lot of tags guys. We'll see a lot of tags. We'll discuss a lot of tags. So first of all, just I'm introducing you what is what is a tag and what is a attribute guys. What is attribute? Just I'm going to introduce you. Okay, yes. Now all of you observe here. Now I think you got the clarity. What is the tag, right guys? What is the tag? The tags are only at the time of development only. While the project is running, the engine will take the only content between the tags and apply on the browser guys. Maybe working on the browser, displaying on the browser, like that. Okay, then what is the attribute guys? What is the attribute? What is the attribute guys? See, what is an attribute? What is an attribute guys? So these two things are main in HTML guys. Which one? What is tag? About the tags, about the attributes guys, about the attributes. Okay, yes. See, sometimes sometimes we can have like a click here guys. Sometimes we can see click here. All of right. Sometimes you can see like click here, right? Click here, right? What does it mean? What does it mean guys here? Click here means behind that one one hyperlink is there. Behind that one hyperlink guys, one hyperlink is there. One hyperlink, right? Hyperlink is there guys. No, I think guys a tag has both opening closing, I think, right? I think guys a has both opening and closing, I think, right? Yes guys, a tag has sorry, it's not part of this one. It's part of the above guys. It has both opening and closing. Okay, correct. I made a mistake, sorry. Yes guys, now see, I'll take here a tag, right? And we close the a guys, we close the a tag. Okay, we close the a tag like this. Now what do? I take here click here, I take this click here between these two guys like this. All of you observe. Now I am taking here click here like this. Suppose like this guys. Suppose see, for more information, click here like this. I am taking as a part of the program. As part of program, I am taking like this. For more information, click here. Right? Click here. This entire content again, I'll keep in the one more tag. It may be suppose guys h1 tag I am taking now. This entire content I am taking in the which one? h1 tag, guys. Now all of you observe. Now here, right, what is the main tag here? h1 tag, h1 tag. In that, what is there here? For more information, click here is there. This click here again, I have taken between which one? Between the a tag, guys. Between the a tag. Why? Because behind the click here, I want to provide the one hyperlink, right? That means now how it displays now? It displays like for more information, and click right, click here like this, guys. Click here. Then behind that one, it gives one underline like this, guys, an hyperlink like this. All of clear, right? It gives an hyperlink like this here. Now what does it mean here? What does it mean here? If I click here, it may open the another page, guys. It may open the another page. Another page means I should give the link with another page, guys. Here I should give the a link with another page. Now here we have used a tag, way to get the underline like this, to get the which one, this hyperlink nature. Now which page I want to open? I want to open like Narayana Tech House. I want to open website, which one, NTH, guys. I want to open like which one, dot nth.com like this. All of it. If I click here, then what I want to open now? I want to open the nth.com. This nth.com, where to specify? Where do we specify here? Where do we specify here? Because, guys, we have the lot of websites are there. Thousands of websites are there. Out of all, I want to open only nth.com. That one we have specified in the opening tag here. I am giving here h reference equal to, then I'll take here dot nth.com like this, guys. nth.com like this will take it. Now all of you observe here, this is the right, this is the a tag, this is the a tag. In that one, this is the opening, right? This is the opening tag, guys, opening tag, and this is the which one, closing tag. In the opening tag, we have taken the attribute name. This is the attribute value, guys. All of it. So what is the attribute name here? The attribute name h reference. The attribute name is which one? H reference is the attribute name, guys. href is the attribute name. What's the attribute value? What is the attribute value? This is the attribute value. This is the attribute value. All of it. So attribute name and the attribute value, guys, like this. All of it. So here means this attribute combination providing more functionality for the which one, h1 tags, guys. Is the tags, all of it. If you don't have this one, if you don't have this attribute h reference, now any error, guys, tell me now. I execute this one, any error will come. Any error will come. All of you. Now the same program, I don't take h reference narayana.com. If I run this one, any error will come. No error, guys. No error. No error. What's the output here? The output is like for more information. Click here like that. Okay, like that. It is there. Click here is there. Now if I click here, no functionality, guys. If I click here, no functionality here. No functionality. Why no functionality? Because I did not specify where to go. If I click here, where to go, that I did not specify here. That's all. There's no error, guys. No error. If you want to add more functionality here, if I want to add more functionality here, then we add one attribute, guys. We add one attribute. Means the attributes provides more functionality, right, for the which one, tags, guys. Which tag this one? Which tag this one? A tag, right, guys? A tag. Guys. Means for this a tag, if you want to provide more functionality, what is functionality? If I click here, then I want to go to the another page. Which page? nth.com. This is the extra functionality, right? For this a tag, is extra functionality. If you want that extra functionality, if you want, then the a opening tag, guys, the opening tag only. We read the attributes, the only opening tag only. And the opening tag, I am going to add which one, h reference like this, guys. We add h reference like this. So in this case, guys, this is the attribute name. This is the attribute value. Attribute name and the attribute value, guys. Attribute value. attribute value, right? The same case, for example, I want to display one image, guys. I want to display one image. I want to display one image like this. Okay, one image. This image tag is there, right? Image tag. Now what do we do? I give the source equal to source, guys. Source equal to, I give one image name, for example. One image name, for example, my image data png, something like this, guys. Okay. Now what's the tag name here? What's tag name? Img tag, guys. Img tag, right? Now in that tag, I'm taking the attribute. What's attribute? Source equal to, we give the some image name, guys. Image name, right? In this case, if you don't have this source equal to image, this attribute not there, now I'm taking only image only. Any error? No error. No error. Right? No error, guys. Means if you don't have the attributes, also no error. But attributes are used to add more functionality for the tags. Now I am taking here source equal to some image name. Then automatically that image will display, guys. That image will display. Now all of you observe here, the attributes provide more functionality for the tags, guys, for the tags, and the attributes must be taken within the opening tag only. This is the A, right? This is the A opening tag, A closing tag. The attributes should be taken where? Should be taken where? Inside the opening tag only. Inside the opening tag only, guys. Opening tag only. Attributes, attribute name equal to attribute value, guys. Attribute value. Now all of you are clear now what is a tag and what is the attribute? All of clear, right? What is the tag and what is the attribute, guys? If you are clear, then guys we'll discuss n number of tags one by one, guys. We'll discuss n number of tags one by one. Now just I give an introduction. What is HTML? HTML history. Then this HTML tags, HTML, which one? HTML attributes. We have discussed all, guys. We have discussed this all. Okay. Yes. Now all of you observe here. Now all of you observe now. So next what we do? Next what we do? We'll discuss. Guys, n number of, right? N number of tags. Before that one, so what are the HTML editors, guys? What are the HTML editors, guys? HTML editors. Editors means where to read the HTML programs. Where to read the HTML programs. Okay. Yes, guys. See, what is the software, guys? Now, what is the software? What is the software? This file, guys. This which one? This is the Notepad plus, guys. Notepad plus. We can use this one, guys, to write the HTML programs. All right. We can use which one? Notepad plus to write the HTML programs. To write the HTML programs. Okay. What we use? Notepad plus. Okay, like that. So we can use Notepad plus, Notepad, right? Notepad, we can use plus. Okay, next one now we can use, guys, so many are there. We can use like Sublime text is there, Sublime, guys, right? Sublime text is there, right? And we can use PyCharm. We can use PyCharm, guys. PyCharm we can use. Right. Any other things, guys? Any other things? We have one more also, right? Visual Studio Code, right? Visual Studio Code. Okay. Next one, like one more also is there, guys, right? Just the morning I have seen, that name is Komodo, right? Edit, guys. Just to see this one, guys. If you have the time, right? Just check it also. Just I think today morning I have seen this one also. Okay. Yes. So like that, guys, we have so many things. The PyScript is there, Eclipse, like that. So many are there. But guys, what we do, we'll try to use Notepad plus as Atom also. Okay, so many are there. We can use Atom also like this. So we try with a few examples, guys. In Notepad plus, we try with PyCharm, right? PyCharm, we try with Atom. We'll try, guys. We'll try different examples. Okay, yes, 8 plus, right, guys. Okay. Right, edit plus is there, edit plus, guys, like this. Different things are there, right? So fine, guys, right? Today we have seen about introduction to those UI 5 concepts. and HTML introduction and HTML tags and editors, right? Editors, guys, right? So we stop it now. And tomorrow, guys, continue the HTML programs, guys. Tomorrow continue the HTML programs. Okay. Yes. So thank you so much, all of you. Tomorrow at same time, guys, same link. Thank you, all of you. Bye.